All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 5 currently going on. And I gotta tell you, just a side note before we get too far into this. Like, I'm sitting here with the big, you can't see me right now, but I got the biggest, dumbest grin on my face because we've still got like 4,000 people watching while WCS is on. So thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you're loving the tournament as much as we are. This finals has been pretty weird and scrappy, but we'll see where Inferno Pools takes us. Spawning in the lower left corner of this 4-player spawn map, it's gonna be Jin Air Green Wings, Purple Protoss, Trap.
Nipper writes, as the Red Terran, MVP's MarineKing.
I want to say, like, normally the onus is on MarineKing to really make something happen, but it looks like Trap's the one who's starting to play a little bit cheesy now. I mean, like, MarineKing, I kind of feel like opened the floodgate with that 2 racks. He's like, Trap says, oh, we're going to play that sort of series, are we? So we're starting to see a couple of these all-in builds. I mean, game 1 was the coolest freaking thing, and then after that, it's been a little bit of cheese, a little bit of aggression. And, I don't know, it's going to be a lot harder to pull that off on Inferno Pools, but, I don't know, MarineKing's, you can always expect something cool out of this guy.
Yeah, Trap played the last 2 games cool and everything, but obviously that didn't work, so he's going to have to... Well, I guess he could continue cheesing, but he's kind of lost that pillow, you know? There's no... It's like, well, I was up 2-0, and, well, now it's back to even, so maybe back to the macro game. And he does go for a Nexus first, so hey, it's been a macro game. A little risky, because it is still very possible for MarineKing to open up with a Reaper, although he has not in the last 4 games. Coincidentally, he is this game. Ah! Look at that.
So I'm trying on the mini-map the little angry guy face. In case you guys can't see it, now you've seen it. And these are like ears on the side too. I can't look at this map, it looks so stupid. It just looks like a guy yelling. He's so mad, why are you so mad? Stop being so mad!
It looks like a hillbilly yelling because he only has like his top teeth and they're like, Marha.
No, the island base on the bottom's like the bottom half of his jaw. He's like really wide open mouth, like, ah!
Well, it still looks like he's missing a lot of teeth.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, MarineKing with the Reaper's gonna start heading out for the scout. Trap's also scouting as well. You know, this map's kind of okay. You don't really have this really screwy main, but you do have a second entrance in, so Blink or Reapers can be used over there. Your natural base is pretty safe. But the thirds are really interesting on this, because on one hand, you've got island bases, which someone like MarineKing, this actually looks like a really derpy smiley face. Looking at the island base, oh my god. This is like, it's like a Stewie shaped head from Family Guy. I can't, this map, I can't. Anyways, you've got the island bases, which are cool, but you have unblocked, uncontested gold bases as well in the middle of the map. So there's a lot of options for either of these players to expand either direction, and quite frankly, we've seen a lot of people taking the gold bases so far from the games we've cast on this map this season.
Why would you scout like this, MarineKing?
The perp came from the left, so it kind of makes sense that he would think it's top left, but he doesn't know that Trap misscouted first, right?
Well, that's too bad.
He's got process of elimination. I mean, well, he's seen there's nothing in the bottom right. He's seen nothing in the top left, so...
I know, but it's already too late. If he had SCV scouted, the Reaper would have gotten there fast enough to, I think, get there before the Stalker was like was pumped out. Again, he went for a Nexus first. And if it was it's a long map, sure, but I think he could have gotten there to, well, be a little annoying. And now it's just going to be easy peasy.
Well, funny enough, the timing on the Reaper getting there. Oh, maybe he doesn't know he didn't see the bottom right. He's
what the hell?
Sure. MarineKing really, he really goofed up the scouting this game. But I was gonna say the weird thing is. The timing the Reaper actually gets to the base is normally the second time the Reaper would come in and scout for tech. So this one might not be so bad. He'll get in there just to see the Twilight Council. But I mean, this is like, yo, you're playing with fire. You don't know whether it's oracles or something stupid, right?
Yeah, what's funny is that Trap did scout that it wasn't a 14cc. So he's like, where the hell is that Reaper? What is going on?
Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit weird for Trap, but sadly the angle of approach for this Reaper means the Stalkers will intercept it. It might not even get up to the main to see the chrono boost going down on the Blink. I mean, it's one thing to see Blink, it's another to see it being chronoed out.
Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Stalkers, please.
Yeah.
Well, it's just going to be a macro game anyways. So yes, he did corner out the blinks, but it's only to, you know, start harassing a little bit sooner. He did also scout, trap that is, that it was not a, for instance, Widow Mine drop. He saw the second barracks building, so that's really nice for him.
Well, what's really interesting on MarineKing is he didn't go for concussive shells behind this. Like, he's got Marauders on the way, and that's good. But he's gone for that really quick stim timing, and he's matched it with combat shields. So I don't think this is just your typical photon overcharge bait. He may just dedicate a little bit further to this because, I don't know, he's getting aggressive to somebody like Trap, not wanting to take it to the late game, especially after game 1, makes a lot of sense. But this is still a pretty risky move out of MarineKing. With how long the map distance is from corner to corner, there's a chance he loses this army and, quite frankly, isn't able to reinforce it in time.
Yep. Oh, that's a nice catch. Catch the probe as well. Up to Colossus. No weird games this time for Trap. MarineKing will be walking right into Blink's Statue.
Well, it kind of has to anyways. You gotta lead the attack. Not realizing it was Blink, though. Yeah. Stim does finish, so he chases a little bit. Looking at Concussive Shell's not done, though. It's really hard to catch these Stalkers, so I like that he's chosen not to over-stim. If he does, that's just lots of damage given away for free.
Trap can hold this, I think, without a potent overcharge. But yeah, it would be you would waste too many Blink Stalkers to do that. So
talk about
unfortunately,
aggressive.
Loses the Mothership Core, loses a bunch of Blink Stalkers, loses a bunch of probes, and got rid of the potent overcharge. Like, everything went really poorly with that last stim.
Yeah. 8 probes killed. Not bad. Not bad over the course of the game. 6 in this attack. I guess killing the Mothership Core is what really makes it worthwhile. Otherwise, that would have been such a bad attack from MarineKing. But picking up a couple of workers, nothing, never too bad. Trap does take a third while this is going on. MarineKing has his starport just finishing up. He is going to try and run away from these stalkers in the middle of the map, but Trap does not really have counterattack potential here. He's got pick off the straggler potential, but that's about it.
Well, MarineKing took it very seriously. We'll want to cancel or salvage these bunkers very, very shortly. Does not scout that the third Nexus is on the way. That would have been really nice.
Still doesn't scout the main, actually, so no idea about the Colossus either. I mean, it's a safe guess, but...
Well, right now it looks like he thinks it's a very dedicated Blink Stalker attack. Like, it can't be an all-in, right? Like, it's 11 minutes, but...
Well, if he did, he'd have a bunker back here then, right?
That's true. Unless he forgot about it. He did go check. I don't know, but he should salvage his bunkers. Start his attacks as well. I mean, Blink Stalkers are on the map, right? But it's still a map that you can get a couple of drops in. Like, this is no... I don't even know. Like, Blink Stalkers will be very, very active. And especially since he killed so many, they won't be able to spread out nearly as much, and I don't know what that Observer was trying to do. He's trying to die.
You know, the Zelnag is taken, it kind of makes it look like it's doing that face where you've got like one tiny O and another big O. I can't deal with this map. Whoever designed this was high or something. Jesus. It even looks like there's kind of like this war paint. Like the lava in the middle is kind of like this war paint on the minimap. I don't know. Yeah, we'll give him some 70s goggles. There we go, guys. If he double zoom out the minimap, now it looks really stupid. I did before. He's going to keep pushing, but he's going to be matched with Colossus this time. He knows about the third base. Looks like we did get a warp prism towards the main, but MarineKing's production will deal with this. Problem is for this Colossus, it does have extended thermalize, but it's kind of alone. There's 2 of them, but as we see, just stims on top of 1. Now it truly is alone. Doesn't quite stim for the other. Gonna try and take some trades with the Stalkers. Perhaps not a bad choice. There's still a lot of bio here. +1's gonna help a ton, but don't overextend MarineKing. You don't have a lot to work with.
Too bad Trap had to remake it Militia Core, otherwise he would have had a Time Warp plus a Potent Overcharge. Would have been really safe, but he holds, and that's good. He loses 1 Colossus. The Viking count has not gone up to be very high. It only just started, in fact. The upgrades are a little worrying for Trap. Just started as +1 shield, or armor. There's the word.
His rocks. He started his +1 rocks.
Whatever, man.
Okay, this is gonna be such an easy snipe. It's the Mothership Core too. Ooh, really nice catch out of MarineKing. This is really what I expected to start seeing out of MarineKing, though. Like, the fact that we saw so much cheese... Oh, wow, actually, never mind, I take this back. He lost a lot at home. Holy cow. This base was not a way to get ahead, but a necessity to stay in the game, as he lost 17, 21 SCVs while this is going on. That War Prism did work, but I don't think he can quite end this with 3 Colossus. So, again, taking Trap down to 2 bases is not a bad thing to do, but does have to be careful, as he's got to get his safety. Where are those Vikings? Oh, they're across the map. Needs to deal with that War Prism. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, 2 Vikings won't really help out here, but they could definitely help out back there, you know?
Well, I mean, again, that's the difference of like 21 SCVs dead or not. That's the lead MarineKing had in this game. Instead, now it's going to have an even footing. They're on 3 bases. He's on 3 bases, but not exactly properly saturated. In fact, he's not taking his gases in the main. That's a mistake. That's a huge mistake, trying to pump out Vikings.
Wow.
Wonderful concave setup, but quickly disappears. Oh god, resaturate your main, man. MarineKing, please. You're not going to be able to make Vikings if you don't do this.
Yeah, this wouldn't be so bad if he had Vikings along with this army. You know, 4 of those medevacs or even Vikings, that would be so much better. But without it, it's going to be very scary. And in fact, he's caught out of position. Well, I guess Trap was also... Okay, that was weird.
The Colossus are in a really awkward spot, actually. Does have to be careful that he's getting stimmed out with the Marauders. The Marauders are way more deadly than the Vikings ever will be, but the SCVs are kind of pulled. I don't know if this is because he just didn't want to defend the base or if he was actually going to pull the boys.
I didn't want to defend the base. That's kind of funny, though. And the Marauders, the poor Marauders can't shoot up, but they both disengage over that really weird engagement area. Oh, thank God, the Vikings will finally take care of this. But now they'll be out of position to deal with the Colossus. Does MarineKing have enough Marauders to get that good concave? 2
Vikings weren't going to stop these Colossus anyway.
Well, you know what? They could have helped.
I think stopping that War Prism from going to the main was way more worthwhile. He's going to catch an Archon in the back end of this, which is kind of nice. His 3rd base under attack, but hasn't been touched actually just yet. Going for the reinforcements instead. Both players are just cutting off one another's reinforcements.
I'm so...
Oh, but here we go, the surround, both sides. Does he get on top of the Colossus? Big question. No, he spreads on the left side, but isn't going to be enough. The Zealots are going to win the fight on the right, but the Stalkers have disappeared. There's nothing to buffer for the Colossus. He stims into this. A couple of the Vikings might just deal the... I think Trap's lost it. His supply just drops by, like, tons.
It's almost like he didn't know the map, not because of how he expanded or what build he opened with, but how he tried to engage. He was, like, looking for a position that had a decent choke. 1 or 2 force squads would be the difference.
Yeah.
And he just was like, there isn't one.
War Prism falls. MarineKing will now take the lead in this series, 3-2.